crossing route. That's caught. Julian Edelman.
And now running right through it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Again, Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Noah Fant, 30 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Newton now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down carry for Barkley. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley. 48 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly again, it's probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
The Broncos head out for their first drive, and at the controls in his first season in the Mile High City, a former Super Bowl champion in Joe Flacco. And in Baltimore, they drafted Lamar Jackson. Eventually, he would take over for Flacco week 10 a season ago. So Flacco out. Well, the Broncos said, we still think he has some time left in his career. They bring him in for some stability at quarterback, something that they really haven't had in Denver since the departure of Peyton Manning after their victory in Super Bowl 50. To throw again on 2nd down. Flacco. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. It's going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. On 2nd and goal. Newton buying time to his left. He'll run it. And this will be a touchdown. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Newton.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Newton. And it's caught. Touchdown. Julian Edelman there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Derek Carr is set and ready to roll as he leads the Raiders out onto the field. Carr in his 6th season, 28 years of age, former 2nd-round pick back in 2014, and a lot of people feel this is a critical season for Derek Carr as a Raider. Remember, there were whispers that the Raiders might be in the market for a QB in the draft, even contemplated maybe making a run at Kyler Murray, but in the end, they stood pat with Derek Carr, hoping that he's the long-term answer. To throw on 2nd and 10, Carr, and that is incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. He won't go down. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he will have a touchdown. Cam Newton with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He hit him earlier in this 1st quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Raiders here are going to get the football back. Charles, they are 4-4 as we have 9 weeks now in the books of the NFL season. And at 4-4, maybe you call them, what do you say, lurking in the AFC West right now? Just a little bit on the outside looking in.
Yeah, keep hoping for Kansas City to have some slip-ups in there. And for a while, people were wondering, hey, with Patrick Mahomes out, can you make that kind of a move? It's still a possibility. We'll see how it plays out. Remember, this team beating Detroit at home, they hadn't had a home game in Oakland since week 2, because remember, they did have a home game in London against Chicago. Now they get 2 more at home. The Chargers, who got a big win against Green Bay but have struggled most of the year, and then Cincinnati, who is 0-4 right now as we talk about this, before they go and take on the Jets on the road.
2 yards, good enough for a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Crowell. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 13-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. They go play action here on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Well, hey, we talked about the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck in the East. Then Green Bay, New Orleans, and San Francisco as division leaders. But with only 2 more wild card spots, going to be some good teams left out in the cold in January.
Yeah, because right now you got Seattle at 7-2, Minnesota 6-3. They would be in as of right now. But the Rams 5-3. Carolina, and whoever doesn't win the East out of either Dallas or Philadelphia, this is going to be a heck of a battle, isn't it? People are going to have an effect on this conference with every game that's played, maybe even teams that aren't in the conference. Because if you lose to someone, anyone, it could knock you out of the race.
They'll run with Barkley. And now look at him go. 20, 10, touchdown! Saquon Barkley